Alright guys, welcome to the second episode of The Game Complex. I'm Zeb Howell.
I'm Quinn Moore.
I'm Jacob Silverman.
I'm Nathan Berton.
Alright, so I think we're going to open up with games we're playing right now. What do you guys got?
I'm playing the Mag Beta, which is phenomenal in my opinion. I mean, I would just, if they sold me the Mag Beta, I would buy it for, $50. So
You would?
I would.
A beta.
I would. It is a pretty, if they gave me all the modes, which they keep on lock and key, but if they gave me those modes, I would definitely go.
In other
for
words,
it.
if they sold you the game and not the beta.
No. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
In other words, the game's in enough working condition in the beta that
Yeah,
it's actually
I mean, even
a functioning game.
That's good.
Yeah. I mean, there's some things they've added since the closed beta, which has really kept me interested. Like, in the closed beta, you didn't have any knifing animation at all, and you couldn't really knife anyone. But now they actually have someone knifing, which is very enjoyable to do.
I was watching some of your cap card footage that you showed us, and it looked really kind of sketchy with the scoping, though. It snapped. Literally, like, it snapped, too. Like, in your hands, in your face. In your hands,
and then
in your
the
face.
sniper, like, if you have a sniper, it doesn't even show you scoping in. It just, big old scope appears.
And it's still under the name beta, right?
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
it's a beta, you know.
Yeah.
I think it's with a beta, they're not so much worried about the small animations. They're more worried about, does it work
Yeah,
as a
gameplay
That
and
is
stuff.
true.
Yeah.
Like, there's
and then-
no lag at all, and it has 256 players.
But
the main
that's
thing.
also because they're running off dedicated servers.
Yeah,
but
but do you
yeah.
see any other game doing that?
Frontlines Fuel of War, I was about to bring that up. A couple years ago, Frontlines Fuel of War came out, or last year, actually.
Really?
And it was only running 64, but it was on consoles, and it was using dedicated servers.
so was Resistance, too.
Yeah, that's one thing you really get a bit more on the PS3 than
Yeah, but once you
360.
get past about, like 18 or 20 players, there's just no way you can have host-based or client-based servers. It just doesn't
unless
work.
somebody's running like a 3D connection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless someone's got, like, I got 6 terabytes a second, you guys.
Herp derp derp. I'm awesome.
Let's see.
Assassin's Creed 2.
Yeah.
How's that
Oh,
going?
yeah.
You're farther than me. So.
Oh, yeah. You've been playing Assassin's Creed 2. I haven't played it. I got it this weekend, and I think we talked about it a lot last week, but we're talking about it again this week because I got it.
And you've been busting out some hours.
I probably put 15 hours into it the day I got it. I was up till 3 in the morning. And I played a couple more hours yesterday. I think I don't know if I'm done with near the end of the story because, you can't really tell.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm closing in on it, and it's one of those games where during my 15-hour session towards the end, I got kind of bored of just stabbing people. But then I came back like the next morning,
It's just as fun.
and I ran up a building. I was just like, oh, Assassin's Creed 2, like I should get up a building. I just started climbing, and I was like, holy crap, this is so entertaining.
Well, a good game should be able to entertain you with little things like that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just simple animation. If just watching the animations is entertaining, then you got something good there.
Like throwing somebody off a roof into
Yes.
water and making a very satisfying splash.
Speaking of animations, Dark Void, the demo.
What does that have to do with animations?
Yeah, I don't
There
get
was some sketchy animations
that.
in that.
That's yeah.
The Dark Void demo, I played it. I thought it was the one thing that I liked was the atmosphere and the music were really good,
Yeah, that's true.
True.
even if the graphics weren't exactly up to par. And the flight sim was actually really cool, but what it felt like to me was they spent so much time working on, hey, we can make him fly really cool. They didn't focus on any of the ground combat.
And
Yeah.
here's what I like to make a point between, if there had been an issue with the Mag Beta, like, I know they're two completely different games, it's not really fair to make, like, comparison. Well, it isn't at all, but the whole point
Continue.
is, there's a difference between a beta and a demo. A demo should be really polished
Yeah.
and
Yeah, the purpose
Well
of
done.
the demo, like I remember.
make me
for-
buy the game. Make
Yeah.
me buy the game.
Yeah, for a while I had what is it, Red Faction Guerrilla demo, and I bought the demo, and I'm like, holy crap, this is so cool. You can run around, you can destroy buildings, you can blow up shit, you can do whatever you want, and it just felt so fun. Like, it felt like if you took the whole game and squished it into a tiny little section, that's what a demo should be, and that's what it really felt like.
Yeah,
But
that
then-
demo
Right.
sold me. I bought the game, and then I realized that was
the demo was all you needed.
Yeah. The demo is basically the whole entire game. So
Squished into about 10-15 minutes. And the Dark Void demo, it didn't feel like a demo at all. It felt like, let's just take a random section out of
Felt like they
the
didn't have
first level.
beta testers.
It
and
felt like they
needed beta testers.
didn't finish it. Like, they're not close to finishing, which is weird because they come out next week.
Right, yeah.
So I mean, I went and landed on like a mountain, and there was no texture at all. It was just one shade of green.
Did you stay there at all?
Yeah.
Did you stay there?
I stayed there, and I was
so
shooting down
it wasn't texture popping.
No, it was just maybe it was a glitch or something.
Which is weird because they should. What I haven't actually played it. Let's just make that clear. I haven't actually played it. I've seen footage of it. But what's weird is I saw some older footage back at E3, like when they were showing footage back then to like publisher or not publishers, like
but to everyone, basically.
Gaming writers and stuff, and like people posted that, and it looked really nice. Like it looked nice.
Like it looked nice if you didn't go near anything.
Yeah,
and that's true, which is the developers were piloting that, so they could stay away from the broken stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, another thing was that a little bit of a reliance on QuickTime events, and I don't know. QuickTime events are okay if they're
done well,
but here they weren't done well. It was like all of a sudden, quick, start hammering this button. Oh God, what do I do? Start hammering.
There should be set rules about QuickTime events, which is big climbing bosses only.
Yes.
And because for QuickTime events to be successful, they have to be pretty quick.
Yeah.
But the issue is then they don't work.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like this is in Assassin's Creed 2 as well. Coming back to that, which is like in interactive cutscenes, it's like the whole point is this like, oh, by the way, you're totally in a game right now.
Yeah.
And I mean, with Assassin's Creed, they have the excuse of, okay, you're in the Animus, but at the same time, it's like I missed once. I was like watching the cutscene, put my controller down, and it was like interact. I was like, oh snap.
Yeah. I missed a bunch of those because they happen like pretty fast, and you're like, oh, what button?
And then I felt bad because I didn't give Leonardo da Vinci a high five.
Yeah, you didn't like,
I was like
hug someone, and then
no, Leonardo's my best friend.
Affect the gameplay in any way.
It makes you feel bad.
Yeah, you're like, oh man, I'm a jerk.
Oh man,
even though I kill people, but I'm a jerk.
Other than that, I'm a jerk.
All right. So what else we got here? One thing that I actually wanted to talk about was I've been a pretty avid Halo 3 player, but really recently I bought a copy of Modern Warfare 2, or actually I got it for Christmas. And something that I wanted to talk about was just the difference between the two games, because there is a pretty big split between the fandoms there, and I did spend a lot of time playing both games, and I kind of wanted to just sort of compare and contrast the two, you know?
Yeah.
I think Halo, my issue with Halo is like once you get good at it, it gets really competitive really fast.
Yeah.
And then it gets kind of obnoxious that way, whereas Call of Duty will always be kind of fun.
Call of Duty and just fun.
I mean, people get really obsessed about their KDs, and that's dumb. Like, I like having mine high. Yeah, it's fun, but I really don't care.
I enjoy the game. I've got like a .62 KD.
And you spend the entire time running around with a riot shield and a rocket launcher.
Yeah. Just to make everyone feel bad on the other team, you just piss them off. That's the goal.
Yeah. No, but I really wanted to just kind of point out how really with Halo 3, when it gets really fun, it's in moments where everything is super chaotic, and it's really it's not really focused on Modern Warfare's more reward system, where every time you get a kill, you get that, yes, I got a kill, and the whole points.
By the way, you got to pay back, and you got these three other things.
Headshot, one shot, one kill.
You're like, wait, I did all that?
Yeah. And
I feel good about myself.
Feels good. And then the Halo 3, the reward system is more indirect. It's more based on, oh, wow, I did something really awesome. It's less, I got a kill. Yes, it's more, holy crap, all these awesome things are happening at once.
Yeah, right. That's true.
Whereas for me in Halo, what happened is that I really like the reward system, because even when I'm playing like really badly, it's still like, hey, by the way, you're playing really badly, here's 100 experience for getting a kill out of your kill streak.
You mean Modern Warfare? I think you said Halo 3 right there.
Oh.
Yeah, Modern Warfare.
Well, I think, sure. Yeah, yeah, I'm confused. But with Halo, I get this thing where I'm locked in. I cannot get higher than my current skill level.
Yeah.
And it's like, every game I'm just like, this is really, really aggravating.
Because you just stay there for, how many
And then
years.
I lose a rank, and I'm like, oh...
No,
that
worse than
sucks.
I actually.
Yeah.
And as much as I'd like to see a skill system in place in Call of Duty so you can play with your own skill, I'm glad it's not enforced in all of the playlists.
Yeah. Well, think about it this way: Halo 3 was made in 2006.
True.
Which is
2000. It was released September 2007.
But ODST also came out last year, and they had a huge patch in the middle of 08.
Oh yeah. But I mean, think about what they're gonna do for Reach.
Yeah. True. I think all three of us around this table are really hyped for Reach.
I mean, I was just saying.
4. Can we make that 4, Jacob?
He's not actually around this table.